All right, friends, so just as a reminder, a variable, okay, is a letter or other symbol that represents a number. Okay, for example, in the equation, a plus b is equal to 6. Okay, both a and b are variables. Now, in this case, a and b could be a number of different values. You could say a is equal to 6, b is 0. You could say a is 5, b is 1, a is 4, b is 2, or you could say the reverse, right? Okay, so they are just unknown numbers. Another word that we're going to be looking at today is the word term. Okay, a term is a member of a pattern or sequence. Now, I'm going to ask you to please turn in your awesome algebra book to page 19. Okay, so I'm going to wait for you to get there, and you can see already, you see the word term. Okay, and again, that's a member of a pattern or a sequence. Well, I have something very exciting to share with you, and that is that I found out that my calculator actually has a magical ability. So I'm going to show you my calculator here, which is on my phone. Okay, and this could be any calculator that you have at all. But let's say that I'm starting off with the number 3, and I want to either add, subtract, multiply, or divide. Okay, and in doing that, my adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing, my pattern is going to be repeating itself simply by me pushing the equal sign. So in this case, I'm going to say 3 plus 3. I'm going to say equals, and then without even pushing anything else, equals, 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 equals. You can do this for however long you want to do it to figure out what the next number in the pattern is going to be. Okay, now I'm going to clear that out. I'm going to show you how you could do the same thing, okay, using addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. So let's say I wanted to subtract. And let's say I'm starting off with the number 100, and I'm going to take away 10. I'm going to say 100 take away 10 is 90, equals, equals. So it's taking 10 away every single time. Okay, let's say I want to multiply. Okay, I'm going to start with, let's see here, how about 7? And I'm going to multiply 7 times 2 equals, equals. So now I'm doing it times 2, times 2, times 2, times 2. Okay, let's say I wanted to divide. I want to do 80 divided by 2 is 40. You divide that by 2, you get 20. Divide that by 2, you get 10. Divide that by 2, you get 5. Okay, that's simply by pushing the equal sign over and over and over and over again after you have made the first command to either add, subtract, multiply, or divide. Okay, so you're going to notice here on your page, it's asking you to figure out what the pattern is. Okay, so here we are, we're starting with 1, and the number that we get is 4, 2, 8, 3, 12, 4, 16. So these are your terms, and these are your numbers. Okay, so how are we getting from 4 to 8 to 12 to 16? If you said that we were going up by 4, okay, you are absolutely correct. So I'm going to come right back on over here again with my calculator, okay, that we looked at before, and we know that the pattern is going up by 4. So I'm going to say 4 plus 4 equals 8. Then it should tell me my next number is 12. Then it should tell me my next number is 16. Then it should tell me my next number, which is going to be 20. Okay, so I'm going to put 20 in my box there. Then it's going to tell me my next number, simply by pushing the equal sign, is 24. Okay, I'm going to push the equal sign again, get 28 equals 32 equals 36 equals 40 equals 44. Now, I'm going to push that aside for the second. So what is the pattern? We said the pattern was adding 4. Okay, what is the number that you start with on the calculator? Okay, the number that you start with on the calculator was the number 4. Okay, because that's this number right here. That's the first term that you're looking at. So what is the 15th number going to be? So if the 11th number is 44, okay, then we simply have to continue the pattern again. So I'm going to say this is going to be the 12th number, 13th number, 14th number, 15th number. So the 15th number you get is 60. Okay, so the question is, how do you get that without extending the table? So what could we say for our answer to that? How exactly do you get that answer without extending the table? Anybody want to try to figure that out for us? Okay, we don't want to extend the table, but again, we want to try to figure out what that next number is going to be. Okay, so you should have said you could find, right, 15 fours, which is 60. Okay, find 15 fours, which is 60. And then add 60 to 0, which is the number you started with. So I had said we started with 4. Well, we started with 4 and added 4. You started, the number you started with on the calculator, or multiply the term by 4. Okay? All right, so now we're going to try one more together, and then I'm going to let you go on your own to work on numbers 3 through 6. Okay? So let's take a look here at the bottom. Okay? This time, again, we're starting with 0 on our calculator, but once we put in the number 4, once we place in the number 4, okay, so we start with 0, but we put the number 4 in. How are we getting from 4 to 7 to 10 to 13? Hopefully you told me that you would be adding 3. Okay, so the pattern is going up by 3. So if I add 3, click equals, that gives me 7, equals 10, equals 13, equals 16. I'm going to move my calculator over here for a second. So this is 16. Just pushing equals again. 19, equals, 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 equals. Okay, so there's the rest of my pattern. So let's answer those same questions, okay? What is the pattern? The pattern is going up by 3. What is the number that you're starting with on the calculator? You could say you're starting with the number, the number 0 or the number 4, okay? Depending on how you want to do that. The 15th number in the pattern is going to be to continue, right? So let's say we know we're going up by 3, and that's 34. So we're going to say this is going to be the 12th number, 13th number, 14th number, 15th number. So the 15th number turns out to be 46. Okay, so how did you get that without extending the table? Okay, well, you're going to find 15 threes, which is 45. Okay, you're going to add 45 to 1, okay, and or multiply the term by 3 and add 1. Okay, now I'm going to kind of correct myself here because I want to make sure there's no misunderstandings in knowing that you're really starting with 0 and then you're adding 4 here. Okay, and down here you're actually starting with 1, okay, and then you're adding 3 to get your answer of 4. Okay, so just want to make sure I clarify that. So you're really starting with 0 and then 1 here and adding 3 to get 4. Okay, but no matter how you look at it, that's kind of how it ends up being. Okay, so now what I want you to do is in your awesome algebra booklets, I want you to attempt to try numbers 3, numbers 4, and numbers 5. And keeping in mind you will have access to a calculator, make sure you're using the calculator properly, and then we will come back together as a class and discuss our answers to numbers 3, 4, and 5. Have fun!